What's up, guys? My name is Tai Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. This is a trading, investing, and entrepreneurship channel. In this video, guys, I want to share with you guys something that happened just a couple of days ago. Good friend of mine, he has another YouTube channel called, I think, Hen Global. His name is Henok. He's a crypto influencer also, but he stopped broadcasting his channel I think over a year ago, before the cryptocurrency bear market. So he was just focused on other things that was more important to him. So he was doing some work in Bangkok, Thailand, and he swung over here to Ho Chi Minh City to visit me for like 3 days. And he and I spent a couple days together. We hung out, and during that time that we were hanging out together, he asked me about broadcasting during this massive bear market in the cryptocurrency space. Okay, he asked me what is basically, why am I still broadcasting in the cryptocurrency space during this bear market, and like what keeps me going. What keeps me sharing my trading experience and trading mistakes and knowledge with you guys. And because a lot of people, a lot of the crypto YouTube channels or the crypto influencers, they stopped, or they quit and gave up, or for whatever reason, right? I have no idea. I don't follow any of most of those other channels anyway. So, and I told him that the reason why I still broadcast about cryptocurrency trading, investing, entrepreneurship, things like that, because I was doing this long before the cryptocurrency bull market of 2017. Many of you guys know that I came to America as a Vietnamese refugee, grew up in the poor ghetto black neighborhoods, got involved in drugs, ended up in federal prison for nearly 14 years for drugs. And when I got out, I stayed in federal prison from the time I was like 18 years old to close to my mid-30s. And then I got out, learned how to trade, and traded stocks, Forex, futures, things like that, and then got into crypto. And then I was able to retire after about close to 11 years, okay? So I got out in my mid-30s and was able to retire by the time I got into my mid-40s, okay? So one of the things that really hurt me when I was in federal prison, that you may or may not know, when I first got into federal prison, I was, I had black guys and guys, try to sexually assault me or rape me because I was 18 years old. I had long hair. I was a little skinny dude. I was very nerdy. I didn't know how to defend myself. I didn't know how to fight. I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know any martial arts. And I just had a really, really rough time, Fortunately, there was right people that, around me to help me and help me grow and become a man in prison. So, even though there were several attempts to try to rape my ass, I can sit here and say that my ass is intact and it's safe, okay? I haven't been, raped by another dude, but there's been several attempts, when I was a teenager in a federal prison full of, 2,000 guys and shit like that. But anyways, when I was going through these violent scenarios in my life, I always look back, and when I was laying in my prison cell, or the times that I was in the hole, which is, the hole is like the technical term for a segregation unit, but it's really, the hole is more like a place, it's like a prison inside a prison. So if you get caught snitching on someone, if you're in a fight, or if you get, caught, raping another dude or making gay sex or anything like that, anything that you do that violates the prison policies, they have no place to put you. They can't put you in the public yard with everyone else, so they have to put you in a segregated unit, and that's what we call the hole, okay? So it's a 6 foot by 10 foot prison cell. It's all concrete with a concrete bed, or else a concrete cell with a steel bed or a concrete bed for you to lay on, okay? And you only get like 1 hour of sunlight or outdoors per day, 5 days a week. So, and all they do is they just take you out of the cell, and there's a cell next door that's got an open ceiling that's like 20 foot high or something like that, or there's a fence above it so you can't try to escape, and then they take you out of your cell and they put you in that cell, and you're outdoors, the sun is shining on you. Now they can legally say that you got 1 hour of sunshine or outdoors, so that they don't violate human rights stuff. But anyways, I used to lay in that cell in the hole, and I would used to think to myself, like, how the hell did this happen, man? Like, how the hell did I get to the point where I'm 18 years old, you know, I ended up in America as a Vietnamese refugee after the war between the US and America. And here I am, trying to go to school, not doing very well financially at home, and I'm forced by my dad to quit school and come home and work to help pay the bills and stuff for the family. End up in, you know, with drugs, end up with a 15-year prison sentence. And now I'm sitting here in prison, and I'm a teenager, and I'm screwing up in there. I'm pissed off at the world, and here I am sitting inside a prison. And those were some really hard and some really sad times in my life. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know who to ask for help. I didn't know who to even share the struggles that I had internally in my mind and inside myself, you know. Nothing is worse than laying there in your prison cell, not knowing if Bubba or Leroy or Tyrone, right? And just so in case you guys don't, English is not your primary language, or you don't come from America, whenever you hear people talk about Bubba or Leroy or Tyrone, the Leroy and Tyrone are usually the like stereotypical names that of big, you know, black people that are ghetto, that are thugs or, you know, criminals. And then Bubba is usually the name that we give to the big white guy, the bald-headed white guy that, you know, wants to take advantage of little young boys in prison, okay? So Bubba, Leroy, Tyrone, they're just like common names that we use to joke around and talk about the guys, the big guys in prison that want to, you know, rape the young guys that come in, okay? So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, like, how did I come to this point in my life where I come as a refugee? You know, I'm grateful that, you know, America, you know, let us in, even though they tried to invade our country and lost, right? But here I am in America, you know, and I grow up around really good families, around really good friends, and I happen to move into a ghetto neighborhood and hung around the wrong people, got involved in drugs, and now here I am in prison, and every night of my life I'm worried about whether Bubba or Leroy or Tyrone is going to come in and try to rape my ass, right? And I'm thinking, man, this is really messed up. But the thing that sucks about it is that when you're a teenager in prison, you really can't, you know, act weak or look weak, because they'll get your ass really, really quick. And I'm literally, they'll get your ass, okay? And so I used to think that, man, you know, this really sucks, you know, and I hope that I somehow have the courage to survive this, find the survival techniques and strategies to survive this prison sentence. And, you know, at that time I had false hopes of maybe I'll win my appeal, maybe the appellate court or maybe the Supreme Court will order to overturn my case. You know, I didn't have the drugs that they claim that I have. You know, I didn't shoot anybody like they claim that I shot, you know, and all this other stuff that they claim that I did, but I did not do, you know. Did I have drugs? Yes, I did, you know. But did I have the amount or the drug types that they said I had? No, I didn't, okay? So what happened was I used to sit there every night and lay in my bed and just worry about whether or not, you know, somebody's going to try and rape my ass or not. And I would think, like, man, you know, like, if I ever get a chance to survive this dumb shit that I got myself into, you know, someday I'll share my message, you know. I want to share that with other kids in school. I want to share that message with other people in school, to do the right thing and not to screw around and then end up in prison with Bubba and Leroy here, okay? And it was always something that was on the back of my mind. When I was in the prison, I joined they had what's called it's similar to like a Scared Straight program, where the experienced prisoners would talk to like the teenagers that were like 13, 14, 15 years old, from 12 all the way to like 17 years old, right before they come into prison, okay? So these are kids that were at boot camps and things like that. And they would bring out the federal prisoners that were experienced and older. At that time, I think I was like in my 22, 23, to the time I was like mid-20s. So I was in the youth program there to help young kids, because I didn't want to see other young kids come into prison and get raped or get messed up like I did, you know. And what happened was I would go and talk to these kids, and it was like one of the more enjoyable things that I did when I was in prison, because I felt like, hey, you know, like if I could talk to some of these young punks and these young gangsters and these young thugs and help them get off the streets, maybe that will give me good karma, or maybe you know, I did the right thing, you know, that I screwed up, and maybe, you know, I had screwed up, but maybe I could prevent another young kid from screwing up and having to go to prison and spend all his life in prison like I did. So that was something that was always on the back of my mind, you know. And later on, as I got into prison, I realized that, you know, the cause of all the people in prison, right, was two things. One was that they didn't have money, they were poor, you know, and the second thing was that they didn't know how to interact with women, right? So we all did things to get money, to impress the women, right? And then we ended up in prison, you know. And I realized that, you know, many of the guys that were in prison, including myself, really should not be in prison, right? Like, we violated the U.S. laws, drug laws. So yes, we should be in prison for breaking the law. But if there was ways that people could make money and feed themselves and take care of their family, then I would say that the majority of the people would not be out there selling drugs or selling guns or stealing cars or robbing people. And I always made an internal commitment to myself that, you know what, if I ever get out and I learn about how to interact with women, I learn about how to make money, and I become successful at those things, you know, I would love to share that with other people, so that someday, you know, other people would not have to end up in prison like I did for trying to make money, for trying to have a woman in their life and things like that. And so when I came out in my, you know, near my mid-30s, and I was able to work hard, learn how to trade from some really good American traders, and I became successful at it. And I took my trading skills, and when this new asset class called cryptocurrencies came out, I was able to be one of the first, you know, I guess you can say experienced or professional traders that got into cryptocurrencies, and I was able to really take advantage of the market. And some people can say, hey, yeah, you know, you got in early, that's why you got lucky, Ty. But I don't look at it as being lucky that I got in early. I look at it as being able to take the time to develop my trading skills and develop the skills that I needed to operate in a volatile market. And because I had some really good trading mentors help guide me along and learn how to manage risk in the markets, I was able to take those skills and apply it towards the cryptocurrency market when it came out, and really take advantage of it and be able to retire thanks to the cryptocurrency market and thanks to the trading skills I had acquired from other really good traders in America. And so ever since then, I never forgot what I promised myself, that if I ever get out of prison and I ever become successful, have the women of my dreams, and have the money that I want and stuff, I always said that I would share that with other people. And I never deviated from that. And so when I was starting to do financially well for myself from trading in the markets, I started broadcasting and sharing what I know about trading. When I started to go into the cryptocurrency market, I used to hang around a lot in the TradingView troll box and the TradingView chats, and I would notice that a lot of kids and a lot of non-traders were making some really, you know, risky and really risky and very highly risky trades in the markets, you know. And because of that, I started you know, chatting with them and sharing with them that, hey man, that's not how you manage risk. This is how you capture a trend. This is how you use technical analysis and stuff. And that led me to creating our channel on YouTube, because some of them were asking me questions that, it required a lengthier response than just a few words of text. And because of that, that's how we started our channel. One of the reasons why we started a channel. And I was really happy to do that in my spare time, right? Because I did not do the I enjoyed doing it because it was something that I always wanted to do. I wanted to be able to help other people make more money and have more financial success in their life, so that I believe that if people make the money they want and live the life they want, they're not going to go around and sell drugs and sell guns and rob people, steal from people, things like that. And I think that the best way to deter crime is just to help people make the money that they want, so that they can live the life they want, and so they don't go out there and steal from other people and hurt other people to make money. So that was something that I always dreamed of doing when I was in prison, laying in my prison cell when I was a teenager, that someday when I succeed, I'll share what I know with other people so they don't have to end up sleeping in that concrete bed in the prison cell like I did. And so when I got out, that's what I did. I've always tried to do that, right? And what happened was in 2012, 2013, I started broadcasting about cryptocurrency trading and investing. And after the fall of Mt. Gox, when Bitcoin went from like $50, $60 all the way up to like $1,200, and it crashed back down to $200, during that time, a lot of people that were serious about cryptocurrencies, they would stick around, and then the ones that were not serious, they just quit and gave up and didn't want to be accused of talking about a scam or a bubble or tulip mania or stupid nonsense like that. So they quit, and I didn't, because during the bear market of 2014, 15, and 16, because I never shied away from wanting to share my message with other people and sharing the mistakes that I made that really screwed up my life. I wanted to see other people avoid that. So I continued doing it regardless whether I was getting paid. Nobody paid me. I didn't care about the YouTube ad money or the revenues, right? I still don't till this day. Don't even know how much our channel makes, right? And I continued doing that. We never took sponsorship money from these ICOs or these different coins that were out there, right? We advised, I think, like one project, the Polymath project, because we really strongly believe in the STOs, okay? And that one, and then there was a couple of knickknacks here and there that we did to help educate the people about the other projects. Like, for example, we took a sponsorship from Particle, right? To talk about privacy, and that was something that we were doing on our channel. So if there was something that we talked about on our channel and somebody sponsored us to talk more about it, then we would do it, but we would do it on our own terms. But like, as far as like taking an ICO that we had no belief in and did not believe in, didn't even believe in the coin, and then we went and talked about it just so that they can pay us or something like that during the boom of 2017, that was not something that we did, because we made enough money from trading cryptocurrencies already that we didn't have to do that. And we did that because I always felt like, everyone on our team always felt like we wanted to keep our message genuine. We wanted to keep our message authentic. We never wanted people to look back and say, hey man, you bastards, y'all took the money from this bullshit project, right? And you guys talked about it, and you guys try to pump it or shill it or whatever, just so that you guys can make some money at the expense of your viewers. And that's something that we have never done. Okay, a lot of people think, like, for example, like the Bitcoin private project that we invested into. There's people on our team that made money from it. There's people on our team that lost money from it. I'm one of the people that lost money on it. And a lot of people think, oh, they paid you to talk about Bitcoin private, and then you made a shitload of money on your viewers and stuff. That is not true at all. Okay, I actually lost money. The conferences we did about Bitcoin private, the people that it costs us money to go and research it and learn about it. So if anybody says that we lost, we made money on that, like I made money on that, they're full of shit. They have absolutely no evidence of that. Matter of fact, if you guys go and ask the guys that did the Bitcoin private, You know, if they paid us any money, they did not pay us $1. Even when they offered to pay us, we didn't take it. You know, so let me move this away from the sun here. Man, I don't know why. I'll start broadcasting, and all of a sudden, the sun starts to follow me out of nowhere here. Okay, so that's so we always wanted to keep our message authentic and genuine on our channel, right? So that no one can ever, you know, say stupid nonsense that we were, you know, sharing a bunch of bullshit or nothing. That's why a lot of things that we share on our channel, like we try to make sure that we've done it first before we talk about it. Like, for example, like when we talk about, you know, sharing, making sure that you store your coins on a Ledger wallet or a Trezor wallet, you know, and that, you know, people ask us why we don't recommend other wallets besides those two. It's not because they pay us or anything. It's because we haven't stored, you know, several millions of dollars on other wallets, right? Our team, I know everyone on our team, we've stored, you know, probably, I don't know, and our clients and our customers, we've probably stored a combined total of probably more than $100 million on these two wallets systems, you know. So that's why we're comfortable. I'm comfortable sharing that with you guys and telling you guys that, hey man, you know, use these wallets. And if you ask me about another wallet, I can't say that because I haven't done it yet. I haven't used it. I haven't stored $100,000 or $1 million in these other wallet systems. So I don't know. But for these, I know that between myself, my team members, and our my public team members and my private team members that you guys don't know about, and then our clients and our customers and everything, I know I can safely guess that it's probably over $100 million on it. So because of that, I am very comfortable recommending these wallets, okay? So when my friend Henok asked me, you know, why do I still broadcast during this bear market when everybody's quiet as a church mouse and I'm still being vocal, I'm still telling people, and I'll say it again in this video, now is the best, absolute best time to buy cryptocurrencies. You know, I'm saying it here on video, right? Today is, what day is it? It's November 5th, 2009, the beginning of November right now in 2019, right? It is still the absolute best time to buy cryptocurrencies, right? Sell your extra clothes, sell your extra cars, sell your extra computers, sell your extra junk in the house, cut back, stop drinking all the sodas, stop eating all the potato chips, stop smoking weed, stop smoking crack, stop snorting coke, stop shooting that heroin, and go buy you some Bitcoin, some Ethers, and buy you some cryptocurrencies with it so that it can change your life, okay? Stop messing around with that nonsense. Stop going to the stupid baseball games. You've already been to enough baseball games. Stop going to the football games. You've already been to enough of them. Stop going to the basketball games and spend that money, right, and invest it in yourself and invest it into the cryptocurrencies, because this is going to be a chance of a lifetime, an opportunity of 100 years, okay? I've been saying that. I don't know how many times I've had to say that, guys. I'm going to say it over and over again. I'm going to keep saying that so that none of you guys will ever come back and say, oh, Ty, why didn't you tell us to do this? Okay, but anyways, right? A lot of people that are considered crypto influencers or crypto traders and investors that are being quiet right now, won't tell nobody to buy cryptocurrencies like I'm doing right now and like our team is doing, right? To me, those people are not authentic. To me, those people are opportunists, okay? To me, those people are a bunch of jackasses, right? That's hurting the cryptocurrency space and hurting the financial livelihood of other people, okay? And destroying the financial livelihood of other people's lives, okay? That's what those people are, right? I'm not gonna name names. You guys already know who they are, right? They were freaking, you know, loud, making, you know, 1,000 videos a day during the bull market, right? And then during the bear market, right, they ain't making no videos and talking about they're quitting now, or, you know, this market has changed, or, you know, this is all a scam or some dumb shit, you know. I'm going to continue making these videos for as long as I can physically can, right, because I have always believed, right, that, you know, the reason that I ended up in prison was because I didn't have the right knowledge to create wealth in my life. And so I had to go out there and do stupid nonsense that I was not very happy with, and go mess with drugs and things like that. You know, I was never happy about doing that, but I was so poor and so desperate, I didn't know what else to do, okay? And some of you might say that, you know, Ty, that's a lame ass excuse, you know, there's no reason for that, you know, and you're right. I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you what the facts are, that I was too stupid to know anything else to make money, okay? So that's always been something that has always been in the back of my mind, that You know, once I figure out how to make life-changing profits and life-changing money, I'll share it with other people. So that's what we're doing now. So if you're wondering why, like, we still broadcast and we still encourage people to get into crypto during this bear market, right? That's the exact reason why. There's no fancy reason. It's because that's what I have always believed in, and I'm gonna stay true and authentic to myself and to our channel and to our viewers. That's why you guys follow us, right? Of course, we can flip the script, jump the shark, and do a bunch of stupid nonsense and change it up, you know. But I don't think that you guys would appreciate that, you know. You know, we may not have the large, you know, followings like some of the other news channels in the cryptocurrency space, right? But to us, it doesn't matter. The people that we care to help and the people that we want to follow us are the people who are serious about taking action. The people who are not going to sit on their ass and just listen for nothing. The people who are actually going to listen to our channel and actually go out there and test small and take action and not go crazy and just and blame others. The people we want that follow our channel are the ones who take responsibility for their life, take responsibility for their action, right? Yes, I screwed up when I was a teenager, getting involved in drugs and getting involved with the wrong people, right? And I paid my dues to society, right? You know, I put in almost 14 years in the federal prisons in America. A lot of people say, you know, they troll me and they say that I'm an ex-con or I was in prison before, not to trust me and shit, you know? And, you know, the only thing I have to say about those people, you know, is that, you know, screw them. You know, if I made a mistake and I paid for my mistake and they still have a problem with that, then it's not, you know, that's not for me to worry about. That's, you know, they act as if they're all self-righteous and shit, you know. I got a lot of Vietnamese haters in Vietnam. I mean, not in Vietnam, but in America and stuff, especially in California. These punk asses, you know, that think they're high and mighty, and they always, you know, troll me on my Vietnamese channel and talk about, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about because, you know, I came out of prison for drugs and shit, as if they never done nothing wrong in their life. You know what I'm saying? And just so you guys know also, just to give you guys an update, you've been following my channel for a while, you guys know that I have an older brother that's in prison, also for the same, that went to prison the same time I did, except he got sentenced to 37 years. Well, thanks to Donald Trump's Justice Reform Act, you know, they finally corrected his sentence, and he's eligible for immediate release right now. Now, I say eligible for immediate release, that doesn't mean that he's going to get released immediately. Like, he's been eligible since March of 2019, since Trump signed the Justice Reform Act, right? And the cocksuckers that work, his case managers in the prison, they're lazy as shit. They have no incentives to do the prisoners' paperwork. So that's why, even though he's eligible for release since March this year, he's still in prison, and it's November now. So it's been, March? It's been like 7 or 8 months, and he's still not released yet. Okay, so that's how the system works in America. So I mean, that's just something we have to deal with. It's not like in Vietnam where I can just go down to the prison and just pay the warden, and, you know, give him a little a gift or something, and then they'll let him out. You know, in America, I don't know how you do that. Okay, there are ways to do that in America, but I don't know how. Okay, so but that's why he's still stuck in there. But I'm looking forward to him getting out. I don't know if he has the same mindset, the same wealth mindset as I do. I sent him a bunch of money when he was in there, and he didn't save a penny of it. And I sent it to him so that he can have it to, you know, rent a house, rent an apartment, get a car and stuff like that when he got out, get a cell phone, get a computer. But he didn't save one penny of it. And recently he even asked me to send him some money so that he can have money to buy, you know, phone, cars, get a rental, and rent an apartment and everything. And, you know, you guys might think it's cruel. You guys might think that I'm being harsh on my own older brother who's been locked up in prison for almost 30 years, right? But I told him, no, I ain't gonna send you a goddamn penny. You know why? Because I already sent you a shitload of money already, and I told you to save it so that when you come out, you have money to get on your feet. And the fact that you chose not to save any of it and spend it all while you're in prison, well, then that's the choices that you have to live with today. Okay, that's the choice that you have to live with today. You know, and sometimes, you know, it takes, I'm not gonna be the one that gives him handouts. I will help him because he's my older brother, right? But I'm not gonna sit there and be the guy that gives him handouts. I don't give a shit how many years he's been in prison, right? And sometimes he tries to tell me that, oh, you know, he can't use the excuse that I don't understand, because I was in there for almost 14 years myself. So don't give me that dumb shit. And I tell him that, when he starts to give me an excuse, I tell him don't even try it, man. Right? So, but either that's going to make him stronger when he comes out and get back on his feet, or he's going to fail and be homeless or go back to prison. That's the choice that he makes. Okay? Because nobody ever gave me any money when I was in prison, and nobody ever gave me any money when I got out to get on my feet. Okay, so I just want to share this video with you, so in case that any of you guys out there wonder, like my friend Henok did, why I continue to make these videos during the bear market when I don't have to, and when I'm already retired I can just goof off. This is the reason why, because I made a promise to myself that I would share what I know with the rest of the world, and if it can help one person, 10 person, or 100 person, right, stay out of trouble, stay out of prison, not have to go steal someone's car or steal someone's bicycle just so they can make money to feed themselves, right? Then I think that this video would have done its job. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, guys, and if you guys like what I share on my channel, make sure you follow me on my Twitter at HeyTaiZen. If you want to learn about how we trade and invest in Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, you can get a copy of our cryptocurrency investing blueprint at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. Thank you.